Welcome to English class. Today I am going to narrate a story, A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes from the first flight of class 10. A Letter to God is a story of extreme faith in God. Through this story, the writer G.L. Fuentes has tried to depict the invincible and insurmountable faith in God of a simple poor farmer who is honest and hardworking. The house, the only one in the entire valley, was on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. "Now we are really going to get some water, woman," he addresses his wife. The woman, who was preparing supper, replied, "Yes, God willing." The older boys were working in the field, while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed with joy, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are fives." With a satisfaction, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. Hailstones, big in size, the snowballs. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. "It's really getting bad now," he thought. "I hope it passes quickly." But, as it is said, man proposes and God disposes. It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, and on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." Sorrowfully, the whole family became melancholic. That night was a sorrowful one. They said to each other, "All our work for nothing, went in vain. There's no one who can help us. We'll go hungry this year." But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope: help from God. He said to his children, "Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger." All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of a man, means he was hardworking. He worked like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday, at daybreak, he started writing a letter to God, and he thought he would carry to town and drop it into the mailbox himself. It was nothing less than a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family, and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes because of the hailstorm. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, still troubled, went to the town and dropped it into the mailbox. The rest of the story I'll continue tomorrow in the next part.